Good afternoon, friends. Thanks a lot for joining today in this short webinar. We will try to keep it 30 minutes and show you igus products for packaging industry that will help you to improve your machines and reduce the cost on your machines. Thanks a lot for joining. Tough times as COVID is still spreading. We see issues as well as opportunities with all the problems that we face. I was talking to Ashish, our industry manager for packaging. The way the packaging industry has changed our life from my childhood, where we used to get everything packed in a newspaper, maybe with an ink which is having lead, and we don't know what we are eating. From there to a most sophisticated cleansed plastic or glass packed material, which definitely gives a lot more quality on the product. So thanks a lot. You changed our lives a lot, and we hope we can also help you to make your machines better in this time. So I will take very quickly to introduce myself. I am Santosh. I take care of the dry tech product side, which is a dry lubrication-free product range that igus has. And I have here Jan Michels, our industry manager for packaging. He has a very vast experience of 14 years with igus. Jan.
Yeah, hello also from my side. My name is Jan. I work for igus in Germany as industry manager for the food and packaging industry. Thank you very much for joining today.
And I have here with me Ashish Rai. Ashish is taking care of our packaging industry for the last 3 years now. He is with us for the last 6 years. Has now also vast experience with the packaging industry. Ashish.
Yeah, so hello everyone, my name is Ashish. Thank you very much for joining us today. Okay.
And I have here with me Ravi. Ravi will show you the energy chains and cables. Ravi is with us for the last 3 years. He is taking care of our chain flex cable product division. Ravi. Okay, Ravi, you are muted, so please unmute yourself and introduce yourself, please.
Hello, my name is Ravi Kumar. I'm product manager for cable and ready cable. Welcome to packaging industry webinar.
Yeah. So I will directly jump in with what we have. So very quick introduction to igus. As you, we are basically a German company owned by a family, and we have started in 1964, very small, humble beginning. And you can see here on the left side our really modular factory at Germany, and it is having almost a very huge injection molding facility, close to 400 plus injection molding machines below that roof that you see. And we have now 4,000 employees across the globe. In the last year, we have done close to 730 million euro on turnover. And below that roof that you see is also one of the world's largest test lab, where we are testing all our products: energy chains, cables, plain bearings, linear guides, or plastic ball bearings, or 3D printed parts, where we are able to offer you a very firm service life on these parts. And we will also introduce you to our web configurators, which are based on this large test that we are doing, and we are doing it from 1980. So we have a very huge database of test results. And on the right side, you see igus India facility. We have close to 40,000 square feet of factory space. The building that you see is holding our office and bearing factory, which is around 20,000 square feet of bearing factory plus 10,000 square feet of office space. And below there, down 50 meters from this building, is another building of 20,000 square feet, where we are doing our energy chains, cables, and harness cables. So we are able to do a completely harness system for you and deliver you within 24 to 48 hours, even at this time. And we shift over to our small idea. When we started in 1964, I told you already, on the left side that you see is Mr. Gunnar Blas. On the red pullover, he started with one very simple question to his acquaintances and his friends. One simple question: give me the most problem part, and I will make that for you. And he molded few small plastic parts in his hand injection molding facility in his garage, and he gave them to his customers at that time, and he was able to increase the service life by 3 to 4 times of the moving part. And this is the same ideology that we are following today, and we keep for that the customer at our center. We call that as an igus solar system. I will tell always my friends here, I think it is more clear to us as Indians, because it was the idea that Mahatma Gandhi had, that customer is the most important person, and we still follow the same principle. For that matter, we don't keep a very organized organization structure. We ensure that everything in igus moves around customer and ensure customer gets the best service, and that will be our endeavor. And going forward, this idea that Gunda started in 1964, we say if we are able to meet 3 criteria, then only we would like to sell. One criteria is what we are saying today is to improve your machine tech up or technology upward, improve by our products, by igus motion plastics, and reduce the cost. Reduce the cost maybe by going with our plastic bearing. Ashish will speak about it, where we are able to go to a low hardness shaft that will give you a lot of option to reduce the cost. And the third thing, very important, with all the tests that I told you already, we are able to give you a configuration and life calculation possibility. And to extend that for energy chains and cables, based on the life test, we are able to give you also a possibility to download a 36-month warranty from our website. So that means we have so confident on our test results, whatever you buy, we are able to extend a 36-month warranty. Going forward, and all this is of no importance if we don't deliver on time. So we have a huge stock, close to 40,000 articles on stock, and we are able to deliver in 24 hours. And in some cases, really special cases, in the last weeks, I will say we have done deliveries as short as 4 hours. So we are having stock, and we ensure a very fast supply. And the idea of motion plastics have evolved in the last 48 years. And we have 2 big product lines to speak about. On the left side, you see the energy chains, which is basically used for handling moving cables on your machines, and really special cables designed to take this flexing application, because if you use normal cables, they will fail very fast. So you have to use a very specially designed cable, and we will speak about it over this webinar, how that is special and what we can offer on that. And we give also a complete ready modular system where you can fix it directly on your machine. That saves you a lot of time for you to building machines, so you can focus on making more machines. And on the right side, you see our plain bearing and dry tech division products, where plain bearings, self-aligning bearings, linear guides, where we can give you all kind of help you with all kind of motions, and including also polymer ball bearings. So jumping into the packaging industry, we have a huge variety, I will say, from pre-processing, from apple washing lines or apple waxing lines, where we can help you with igus parts, to post-processing, which or packing and post-processing, where it is cartoning and palletizing, and maybe also a further step now, where we are talking about more green and circular economy. We are talking very firm in igus for 2 things. One is we are investing into a company close to 40 million euro to develop and convert plastic to fuel. And also, in additional, we are working with a lot of companies who are helping in regranulating plastics. So most of the machines that you see on railway stations, where you are putting your PET bottles, they have inside a lot of igus parts. So over to you, Ashish, to introduce you to the packaging industry.
Okay, thank you, Santosh. So hello everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ashish, and I take care of food and packaging industry for igus India. Firstly, thank you very much for joining us today. And before I start, I would like to wish and hope that you and your family are safe and doing good. So now in our next few slides, we will try to show you how you can improve your food and packaging machine performance by using igus products. So nowadays, igus products are being used in many different application area. In India too, we are supplying our part to more than 1200 OEMs who is doing food and packaging machines. And we know in this industry, solutions are very critical. Special requirement has to be fulfilled, especially when direct food contact is the case. For igus self-lubricating motion plastic FDA compliant bearing helps to keep hygienically disturbing substance away from the packaging goods. So now, as discussed, we are in too many applications. Here you can see we are in beverage industry, we are in food industry, and we are in general packaging industry too. And there are certain advantages of using igus product for all these industry. And in which we will discuss in our coming slides. And in beverage too, we are in peeling, we are in rinsing, capping, inspection, labeling. In food, we are in dairy machines, we are in meat processing, we are in vegetable processing. In general, we are doing pouch packing machine. We are in cartoning machine, we are in dosing, pharmaceutical packaging machine. So in today's slide, we have tried to include few applications from all these industry, but my request is if you want some focus session from any of these machineries, please let us know. We can plan that too with you and your company colleague. So if we start application discussion, I would like to discuss why igus. What advantage you will get by using igus product? So first thing is no lubrication. Lubrication, because this part is lubrication free, so you don't need any kind of external lubrication, oil, grease, and because of that, no product contamination. Second is because this one is polymer, and because of that, this part will not get corroded. So our part is corrosion free too. And if some direct food is coming in contact, then we have FDA compliant solution like this. So you can use this part for direct food contact. And if you're doing some pharmaceutical packaging machine or pharmaceutical processing machine, and if you require clean room certified product, that too we have. And our part can take harsh chemical too, like for cleaning in beverage industry or food industry, if you are using some harsh chemical like hydrogen peroxide, acetic acid, phosphoric acid, this part can take that chemical. So our part is chemical resistive. So next is lightweight. So this part is because of polymer, this part is lightweight too, and to reduce further weight, you can use this part in combination with, for example, hollow aluminum shafts and carbon fiber. Because this part is polymer, then noise is also less, so you will get silent this thing. And then next is high temperature. So we have solution till 250 degrees centigrade temperature. So if you have some high temperature application, that too is not a problem. And we are also doing spatial bearing, which if we have some application which we are not able to do with our standard solution, that's not a problem. We have such fast stock, we can do machining for your special part. Second option is we can do 3D printing, selective laser sintering or fusion deposition method. This, you can see this part is a very special part that we can do. And if your requirement is bulk, then we can make a mold and we can do injection molding too. So to start with application, so we'll start with general packaging. In general packaging, we are supplying our part in cartoning machine, in pick and place, in tobacco industry, in strapping machine, and many more. So to start, we'll start with multi-healthcare. So here we have highlighted our part. This, you can see this part in orange color. So the application is for pivoting application in flour. So the advantage of using this part is you can use this part in combination with soft stainless steel shafts like SS316. Even if in cleaning, if you're using some harsh chemical, that's not a problem. This part can take a high chemical. And this part is also lubrication free. And if some food is coming in contact, that's not a problem because we can give you FDA compliant bearing. So next is vertical form filling sealing machine. And here for this sealing bar guiding, we are giving this part. You can see this trilinear and this igu ball rod end, we are giving for synchronized drive of sealing bar. So advantage of using this part here is, first is lubrication free, and then here you can see this is the polymer part inside, and in conventional bearing there are recirculating balls. Here you can see, and which may, while motion, which may skid over the shafts and it may damage the shafts. But with igus, it's not the case because this one is polymer one, and also you can, this liner is replaceable. You can easily replace this liner. So very easy to replace. It means maintenance cost is really very less. And in this we have material for high temperature too, which can take 250 degrees centigrade temperature. High mark sensor adjustment in vertical form filling sealing machine. So for this application, we are giving this part. Here you can see this is ready to mount slide. You can fix your camera, printer, sensor here, and you can move it from here. And this one is hard anodized aluminum. If you want stainless steel, that too is possible. And in this, if you want further accessories like position indicator, hand clamp, or hand wheel, that too is possible. So here is one more picture for eye mark sensor adjustment. This is from one of the Indian customer. And for here you can see we are giving this part. This is made of robust plastic and we call it low cost version of SLW. So for lateral mounting, we are giving this part. You can, and second axis you can fix like this. And you can fix your product on the top plate. You can unlock it, move it, and again you can lock it. It's very easy to operate and it's a very cost effective. Solution is knife-edge igus, knife-edge roller for knife-edge conveyor. So we are doing this kind of knife-edge roller for knife-edge conveyor. Generally, this part people use to transfer very delicate goods like biscuit or capsules. Here you can see the gap between two conveyors would be less, otherwise product may fall down from the gap. So to avoid this, people use this knife-edge conveyor, and here they use our part as an end roller. So advantage of using this part is first is lubrication free, and second is wear resistance. So our wear is also lesser if we compare with conventional POM or PET solution. You can use this part even for 1.4 meter per second speed. Next is inline pusher, and here for this application, this is for cartoning inline pusher, and in this application we are giving this part, our trilene W solution. This is made of hard anodized aluminium salts and polymer inside, and because of that the solution is a very low weight, and here application is more clear, and the previous solution was alum rail. So this part is definitely lesser weight if we compare with the conventional thing, and because of that moving mass is lesser and lesser power is required to drive this. And further advantage is no product contamination because this one is lubrication free and no damage on the subs. Next is horizontal cartoning machine, and my colleague Ravi will explain this application. So over to you, Ravi.
Thank you, Ashish. So here you can see in the first image, we call as a ready cable kit. So what does it mean? We can able to supply you the complete traction system with cables and with connectors, including harnessing. So how it helps? It will eliminate the multiple vendor for you, the multiple bill of material, and it will avoid the number of errors. Suppose if you are getting traction from others, cable from others, and harnessing from others. So it will avoid all these kind of errors, and you can just generate one single bill of material line for this. And just you can mention what is the length you require and what is the number of quantity you require. Then I guess we can send you one complete ready chain and a ready cable kit where it can directly fit into your machine as a plug and play system. And secondly, here you can see we have the lot of traction series with which we'll call as the E2 chain. Here you can use for both vertical as well as a horizontal applications. So this is one of the fastest moving E-chain series. You can use for the horizontal application. We have supplied up to 4 to 5 meter, and for vertical also we have supplied up to from 1 to 2 meter. Yeah. Over to Ashish.
Thank you, Ravi. So now coming to beverage industry. In beverage industry, we are in peeling, blow molding, cleaning, inspection machine, palletizer. So we'll discuss few application here. So first application is glass bottle washing machine. So here for conveyor chain, we are giving this this part again, this equilibrium push. So here the previous solution was stainless steel roller, soft stainless steel roller, and here you can see this cleaning media was working as a lubricant. And in this application, only 1/3 of the chain link is inside the media, rest 2/3 is at dry condition, and because of that more friction is there on the links, and you need more power to drive this this washing machine, this chain, and also because of more friction, more noise was coming. So we resolve the issue with this part. It can take, it is media resistive part, and the second thing is here 80 degree, here if you see 80 degrees centigrade temperature is coming and the next 20 degrees centigrade temperature is coming. So you can use this part for fluctuating temperature too. Here this application is more clear. So here this part we are giving for this chain links, and the advantage is lesser. If you use this part, dry force will be lesser because this is self-lubricating, then friction on your links will be lesser, and also the secondary effect is noise. So more quiet operation you will get by using this part. So next is circle filler lifting element, and for this application we are giving this part. This is high media resistant part, include H, H1 or X, and the major advantage of using this part is you can use this part in combination with soft stainless steel shafts. And also if for example, if you are doing steam in process and some steam is coming, high temperature is coming, that's not a problem with this part. This part is possible. The moisture absorption and water absorption is very less for this part, and this is corrosion resistant. So next is this cam, again the same application, but we have developed one new solution for the same application. Here you can see this is double flange bearing. So idea of doing this part is, with this part you will get guaranteed axial protection and it's very easy to fit. You don't need any expensive housing. It's very easy to install. You can press it, you can fix it inside the housing, and you can leave it. And also in this rubber tolerance is allowed. So next application is circle filler on a fall. So for this application we are giving such piston ring. So here the previous solution was PTFE guiding tape, and the production and assembly of PTFE guiding tape is quite difficult, and also it's a time-taking process. And in this, clearance is hard to define. And here you will see with our piston ring, the assembly is really very fast and clearance is also defined. And in this, we have already tested this part, and customer is getting more than 1 million cycle for this part. And if you are doing some juice line machine, then FDA approved solution is possible in this. And also if some chemical is coming in cleaning, that's not a problem. Next application is for lane adjustment. And for this application, again, we are giving the same slide which we had shown earlier. You can see this, but this will come with this left hand and right hand, and this nut combination leads to a nut combination. So this is for in taking of the bottle, and the main advantage of using this part is here the slide is upstairs the bottle, and because this one is lubrication free, then because of that no product contamination. And here we are giving our RoboLink part for synchronization, and this tribo tape we are giving to avoid the scratches on the film. So this you can stick on the side of the conveyor. It will come with glue. It's very easy to stick. You can use it to avoid the scratches on the film or any products, maybe bottles or anything. Next application is this height adjustment for rinser and feeding machines. Here you will see complete machine weight is coming on these nuts. So in one nut, 2.5 ton load is coming. So we are giving such lead screw and nut for this application. At one nut, 2500 kg load is coming, and that's not a problem for this part. And here if you see, we have already did testing for this application, and customer is getting 10-year life, 3600 cycles. So heavy duty is not a problem. Heavy duty application is not a problem for igus. Next is this is for pneumatic application. This is film guiding roller, and we are giving our roller. An advantage of using igus roller for this application is it will come as this lubrication-free polymer bearing. The previous solution for this application was stainless steel ball bearing with seal, and because of seal, more friction was there. And because of more friction, more tension was coming on the film that you can avoid by using this polymer ball bearing base roller. And further advantage is because this one is polymer, the weight of this roller is also lesser. And this if you want this stainless steel, this one is polymer, this one is with polymer outer material. Here I have with anodized aluminium outer material, and if you want stainless steel solution, that too is possible. If you want FDA compliant solution complete, that too is possible. So if you are using such roller, please let us know. Palletizer, and over to you, Ravi.
Thank you, Ashish. So here you can see already we spoke about this ready cable kit. Then coming back to this for the palletizer applications, sometimes you have like a very basic machines where the palletizer you are operating with only the pneumatic or something and just like one power cable. Then we have the series called with E2 and 2700 series chain for the vertical applications. And some, if you have some other like power cable, either it may be for the control or power or some other cables, just we would like to know what is the bending space is available in your machine. So based on that, we will select the number of cables which is required for that application, and we can put all these cables into the traction application and we can supply. And here in the above image, you can see which we have supplied for the vertical applications for a lot of palletizer machines. Okay, here you can see we have used some control cables and with the 2700 tractions. Okay, this is one of the fastest moving traction series which is available in X-Stock always, and we can able to supply within 24 hours. Over to Ashish.
Thank you, Ravi. So now coming to food industry. So as discussed, in food industry, we are supplying our part for dairy machine, for meat processing, for bakery. So we'll discuss few application here. So first one is waffle packing machine, and for this application, we are giving our Igloo 6 material, and it can take 250 degrees centigrade temperature. So here, if you see, the continuous temperature for this application is 200 degrees centigrade, and this part is working fine from last 10 years. So high temperature is not a problem for igus. So next is igus solution for meat conveyance. So this bearing is for conveyance. This one is UC203, UC204, UC205. It's a very common bearing you see in food and beverage industry. But the problem in this industry is people generally do cleaning on regular interval, and after cleaning this, if they are using the ball bearing solution, this lubrication will wash out, and they need to re-lubricate the bearing, and because of that, high maintenance cost. So now for this application, we are giving such part. It will come with this ball, and this ball is here you can see, and the dimension of this ball is similar to ball bearing. So you can use this ball to replace your existing solution. You can use this ball in your existing housing too, and if you need, and this part can take chemicals. If chemical is coming, that's not a problem. And if you want FDA compliant solution in this, that too is possible. And if you see here, if environment is extremely dirty, then with this part, you will get more than 8 times service life if you compare with conventional bearing. And also corrosion is not the issue. Here you can see this part is already corroded, but with igus, corrosion is not the problem. So next one is meat processing, and here we are giving our stainless steel. This you can see, this is SS316, and the rod is this SS316 Ti, the stabilized titanium version, and this part can take parasitic. Like if parasitic acid you are using for cleaning, that's not a problem, and if you want, we can give this part in FDA compliant. So realigner. Thank you. So now coming to next application, and my colleague Ravi will explain.
Thank you, Ashish. Here in this application, you can see this traction, which is in the blue color, which we normally call as a hygienic chain. Okay, where this food is falling on this traction. Okay, and if you want to like use for the any for the packaging or something directly, we can use that food particles, because this material, whatever you are seeing, it is with the FDA compliance. In the next slide, I will explain further detail. Here you can see this chain will be the completely one molded structure. Okay, you will be not having any hidden gaps, and you can see here in the gray color. Okay, there will be the chances of accumulating some dirt or food particles when you will use this kind of system. And if you see this our blue color chain, which we'll call as a TH3, first hygienic design from igus, it is very easy to clean, and this material is made as per the FDA compliance. Okay, And this molded structure, it comes without any bolted connections. Directly, just it is a one molded structure. You can directly fix into the your machine. Thank you, Ashish.
Okay, so next application. Okay.
Sorry. Again, not now. I will talk about the different variety of cables which we have in our range. We have control cables. Suppose you have any some for the pallet movement up and down, where your motor should run with some 230 or 300 volts. We can able to supply the control cables. And sometimes if you have any like load cell or LVDT where you want to transfer data, we have the data cable. Then we have different kind of bus systems, like Profi bus or Profinet, Ethernet, ReverseNet. You name any bus kind of system, we can able to offer you along with the connector. Then, of course, you will be using a lot of servo drives in your machines, maybe Alan Bradley, P&R or something. We can able to offer you the complete ready solutions. You can see here, we can able to offer you more than 24 manufacturer standards, and we have more than 4,000 harnessing cables online. So if you want any drive system with the servo power and encoder with harnessing, we can able to offer you the complete solution with customized length. Because in a standard manufacturer, they will offer you only the standard length, maybe like 5 meter, 10 meter or 15 meter. Suppose you need only 6 meter, then you have to go with the 10 meter. Then you can see what is the waste, it go for how much you will be wasting in the cost. So you can directly order, and even we have this online tool where you can customize and you can configure all harnessing ready cables for the different manufacturers. And after harnessing, you can see right side here, all our harnessing cables, it will go for the testing. We will do the continuity test and voltage test, and after that we will generate a test report. And when you will get harnessing the ready cable, the complete set, you can get even test certificate also. And this kind of facilities only available with our igus. Thank you, Ashish.
So coming to next application, my colleague Santosh will explain. So over to you, Santosh. I think you need to unmute your mic.
We would like to bring a small idea to you with low-cost automation. So as we have seen the COVID situation in India, we have a extreme less manpower available. So when you're looking at anything that you're doing with a repetitive kind of job, here is a small video one of our customer has done for a medicine dispensing system. Ashish, you can play it. And this is built with an igus gantry. So both X, Y, and Z axis is from igus along with the motors. And the customer has integrated it to make a complete ready module system that can be used for dispensing, for example, certain type of medicines. So this is very easy. So we can give you line gantries, room gantries, or moving forward to the next slide, you can see also we can give you complete delta robot systems where you are able to do 60 picks in a minute. So it is pretty fast. So you are able to do any kind of pre-palletizing, stacking applications with our delta robot. And additional, definitely, as Ashish told, all our systems work without lubrication, and the noise is very less. So you can also use it directly on top of food grade or a food that you are packing. So there is no chance of contamination because of anything falling off from our product. And we can pick up to 5 kg load with this delta robot. So that gives you also an additional benefit of working on a huge range of weight as well as speeds. So going forward, if we introduced you very short what products we have, and thank you very much once again for joining. But if you would like to have more detailed personal discussions, we would like to offer you what we call as virtual remote visit. I don't know, my interest always is to sit across our customers and speak, see their face and talk. I don't know when we will be able to do that in the current scenario, but we still offer a remote visit opportunity, or we can also do, if you find this webinar really interesting, you can ask your colleagues, and we can do a virtual in-house, what we call it as, so we can show you all the product. We can go more specific for your machines, answer their questions more specifically, and we do also repeat this kind of live events again in the future, because if some of you were not able to join, and you can still pass on the same link if people would like to join the link. If you pass on and you are able to click it later, you are able to see the whole today's presentation even later, so you can pass the link to your colleagues who are not able to attend this webinar if that was interesting, and they can ask also questions here on the forum, and we will definitely come back and answer those questions. And additional, on the right side, you see our 400 meter square exhibition booth, and we cancelled almost all exhibitions this year. So we thought we should present the news that we bring out based on your request. You asked us for some products, and we produced, or we made those products based on your request. So we have 100 new products that we can show on our virtual booth, and we will be happy to take you around and show you our new rollers and new special products, tribord tapes, different materials, etc., on the show. Additional, also the low cost automation. We have a lot of nice products that we can show, including 7th axis for, if in case you have a universal robot, that will make your robot much more flexible in any application. Thank you very much once again for joining. On the right side, you see also the small email ID, Sherry George. So you can send your request to sgeorge@igus.net, and he will definitely take care of arranging either remote visit or any of those that we have presented. And I have here a very small box. It is more focused on the European Union food grade applications. So we have a small piece of the chain that Ravi has already showed you, a small piece of a bar stock made out of this A1IT material, which is compliant for food. And you can also machine them. We have also some special ball bearings, which is also based on the similar material. Linear guides for linear bearings made out of again the same food grade material. We will be happy to send this box to you if that is really interesting. So please let us know, and thank you very much for joining today. I have one question here. I think I saw it, so that is the only question we have. Rishikesh sir has asked, he is doing heavy machinery for packaging solutions. Definitely, we do for all kind of applications, including heavy machines. Like already Ashish showed you, we have a 70 by 10 lead screw. It is a little bit heavy to handle. So Ashish showed you with a 20 by 4 lead screw. But we have a 70 by 10 lead screw. It's quite heavy. You need to be a little bit more going to gym, not like Ashish to lift that up and show you on the screen. That is the reason why we showed you the small one. But in case you have a very heavy application, we would definitely have to discuss it in detail. But we will definitely be able to help you with that application also. So thank you for joining. As I told you already, you can send this link to all your colleagues. They can still see it from beginning to end. And in case they have some questions popping out, then they can also ask these questions directly on the question area, and we will answer them. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you for joining. Bye-bye.